Good morning, my dear ones. Here we are this morning. We're going to be making a delicious dish. It's called macaroni au gratin. And we're going to make this like a double show here because we got to make the pimento cheese sauce that goes inside that. It bakes up beautifully. It's an excellent side. And so let's get started. What we're going to begin with is the pimento cheese sauce first. So first we're going to pour us 1 cup of water. Water, get us started, and then we're going to move into the nuts. We're going to have 6 tablespoons of cashew pieces, and we're also going to be having, let the phone ring, just a second, we're also, they always call in the morning. Okay, we're also going to be adding 6 tablespoons of tahini. Now what's nice about when you do the cashews and the tahini, rather than blending up the actual sesame seeds, you're going to have a much richer cream sauce that's going to be poured into our macaroni. So let's go ahead and add this to the blender. Okay, doesn't that look messy? I don't have anything. I don't want to use my fingers. Okay, we're going to use this to scrape it out. I didn't think ahead. I should have gotten me a spoon or something. That's okay. And your measurement of your tahini doesn't have to be exact. Can't talk this morning either. There we go. Okay, so we got that. And now what we're going to be adding is our, honestly, 1/2 cup of pimentos. So at the store I couldn't find pimentos, but I did find roasted red bell peppers, which is exactly the same thing except for these are roasted. So we're going to be adding 1/2 cup. And like I said, it's okay if it's a little overstuffed. It's not a problem. Whoa, I think I splattered that everywhere. Okay, so those are the roasted pimentos, 1/2 cup red bell pepper. And next we're going to be going for 1 tablespoon of lemon juice. Let me wipe off this tahini because it's oily and it'll tend to get on everything. Okay, 1 full tablespoon of freshly squeezed lemon. Without the seeds, if at all possible. Guess I should be sharing this with you. Okay. Almost there. Need a little more. Oh, there's seeds in this one, so this is going to be, spitting. It's going to be interesting. See if I can get it from the bottom. And yes, 1 tablespoon of freshly squeezed lemon. All right, fantastic. Now what we're going to be adding is 1 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Sea salt is what I use. And we have 2 teaspoons of onion powder. We have 1 teaspoon of garlic, granulated garlic. And just to top off a nice flavor is 1/8 of a teaspoon of dill weed. And it really is delicious. I'm going to add those in here. Excellent. Let's put it away. And so now we have everything to go ahead and make our sauce. Did I use the nutritional yeast already? No, I didn't. Okay, we're not ready yet. I knew there was something. Okay, so nutritional yeast. Now, we're going to need 3 tablespoons of nutritional yeast. Right now I'm just using the Bragg's. 1, 2, 3. Now we're ready, okay? Now we're ready. So let's put this over here. And let's blend it up nice and creamy. Okay, we're almost done. I forgot the salt. Wait, no, it was in the bowl, wasn't it? Yes. Haha. Okay, next time. All right, now, here's the onion powder I'm using. And here's the garlic powder I'm using. So let's blend this for just a little longer now that I know I've got absolutely everything like I'm supposed to. Nice about a Vitamix is it really pulverizes everything really good. Okay, so let me put this lid over here. Now, once again, it looks delicious. You could actually use it on just about anything you want to. But now comes our macaroni. And guess what we're going to be needing with our macaroni? Can you tell me? A red bowl! Yes, my trusty red bowl! What would I do without it? Okay, now we're going to get the macaroni. That's pre-cooked, of course, and drained for a little while. And this is 2 cups of about 2 to 2.5. This is just a little over, more like 2 1/4 cups of macaroni, which is just about right. Whoop. Did you see what I just did? That's what dogs are for. Ow, that's hot! Gee-many. Alright, where's me a spoon? Okay. I don't let that on there too long. Nothing like having clogged holes in your strainer, is there? Look at that. Grr. Alright, let me put water in that right now. Yes, okay, so 2 cups of dry equals 4 cups of cooked. Yes, I'm throwing that in the trash. There's no 10-second rules. Not up here anyway. And then we're going to be adding our 1 cup of diced onions with 1 or 2 good cloves of garlic. I added some garlic into this, and my recipe, you'll see it calls for 1 tablespoon of oil, but really all I did was wipe it in here and then just set the onions in there and only stir them once in a while. Put this over here out of the way and put this in here. Now you can omit the garlic in here. I just added it because I like garlic. The recipe doesn't even mention it, but you know, if you like garlic, go for it. Nothing like keeping illness away, right? Garlic. We're going to stir this. Oh, that's hot. Look at that. Look at that. Oh my. Okay, now we're going to add 1 cup of frozen peas. Really, if you take them out earlier and you go ahead and you put them in the refrigerator, they can thaw out a little bit because you kind of want them to be cooked when they cooked through all the way when you put the casserole in the oven. Now, my sister, she does not like peas. So I was telling her, well, you could put frozen bits of asparagus, and then I was thinking you could put frozen bits of green beans, just about any kind of vegetable that you like, because this is for you. And she had mentioned broccoli, but I don't know, because broccoli tends to almost melt and disintegrate when it cooks down, and I don't want it to bring too much liquid into the dish. So you'll have to experiment and decide for yourself. So 1 cup of peas. Stir this in. We're getting there. Let me put these out of my way. Out of my way. Okay, I'm just going to put it in the fridge. Why not just do it right the first time, right? Okay. So, now we want, here's where the teaspoon of salt goes that I was talking about earlier that I thought I forgot. It's going to be with this. You don't have to use a whole teaspoon. And just, you know, sprinkle it around, stir it in. Alright. Yes, you like my new sea salt holder? It's one of those really small canning jars, because it became a problem always tearing apart my shaker and taking the bottom off. So I actually picked up one of these at Goodwill. So that was really nice. Okay, stir in the salt. And now what we're going to do is we're going to pour in the cheese sauce. This bakes up with a wonderful rich cheddar flavor. It's so addictive. Oh my, I gotta tell you, it is really, really, really addictive. And then I have to limit myself so that I'm not overeating. Alright, there we go. That's good for right now. Let's top on this. I'll wash it out later. If I can put it in here. Okay, next, stir this all together. Onions. Stir this all together. Smells wonderful. And this actually makes enough. 1 batch is plenty. And it's not quite 2 cups when it's done, but close enough. You don't want too much. Okay, so this looks wonderful. Okay, so now our finishing touches is get a pan to bake it in. And this is the cooking sheets that I'm always get, the parchment paper I'm always telling you about. Oh, these are invaluable. Mainly because, you know, they don't curl up on the edges. Okay, this is really easy to do. Just put this in here and start spooning it in. I guess you could pour it in, but I'm not going to trust myself to do that. So let's go ahead and spoon it in. And yes, actually, if the peas were not frozen, you could eat it like this as it is, because everything's cooked except for the peas. Well, not cooked. I mean, the pimento sauce isn't cooked, but you know what I mean. Alright, so we're going to get this all in here. Making me hungry, I can smell it. Okay, and pour in as much as we can. Believe it or not, I think we will be able to get it all in here, because what you need to do is you're going to be packing it down nice and firm, so when it cooks it'll make a really nice, smooth kind of a loaf. So go ahead and pack it in and add a little more. Pack it in and add some more. We're going to go with that. I think that'll work. I wish you could smell this. Oh my, this is great. Pack it in. Even it out as best as you can. I'm probably shaking the whole RV, so I hope you're not shaking too. There we go. Doesn't that look delicious, everyone? Just take a look at that. See how beautiful that is? You're probably like, what about all this parchment paper, Chinta? What are you going to do with all that? I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to get my trusty twirlers over here, and I'm going to cut off the edges. How simple is that? Alright, my dear ones, that is everything. It's ready for the oven at 350 degrees. It'll probably take anywhere from 45 to 60 minutes, and it will be ready to eat. So I'm going to put this in the oven. Then I'm going to grab the one that I did yesterday. There's not much left, but I'm going to grab the one I did yesterday and show you what it looks like. Let me just sit this here in the toaster oven. See if I can do this without spilling it. I remember years ago I was making some brownies and I went to put it in the oven, and sure enough the lip caught, everything went flop, and I had brownie batter on the bottom of the oven, and it just took me forever to get it cleaned off. Not only that, thank heavens, I was going to surprise the kids, so I didn't tell them that I was making brownies, so I didn't have any children crying over spilled brownie batter. Thank heavens. Okay, so now I'm going to get the one that I did yesterday, and it's quite delicious. Like I said, there's not very much left. Matter of fact, I'm going to be having this for lunch shortly. Let me cut some up for us. Serve it. There we go. Awesome. I'm probably going to have 2 of these just because it's so delicious. Smash it up a little bit. Oh, well, presentation isn't so great. However, there you go. That's what it's going to look like when it's finished. This has been refrigerated, so of course I'll be heating it up. And this is our finished product. And I tell you, this is addictive. Absolutely addictive. And there you have it. That's macaroni au gratin with pimento cheese sauce in it. Wonderful. Doesn't take long. The cooking, of course, takes the longest, and I think you will find it to be pretty easy to make. So it's time to say goodbye, and I wish you everything luck on doing this. It shouldn't be hard. Let me try to move this. You remember how I am, everyone. I know. Don't get your fingers in the way, Chinta. Boy, do I remember